It is the end of Libra season, today, November 22nd, and we have a triple of 6 times trine, a 6 trine, 369, damn good time. Let's get into it. Here is the sky, the last day of Libra season. I'm going to take off my glasses because that glare is driving me. And we have something I've never seen before. It is a triple trine. Triple trine. That feels very, very special. 369 Tesla energy. Look into Nikola Tesla and his theory about 369. So, a trine is, of course, made up of three um, it's an equilateral triangle created between three or more planets. And here we have a trine between, it's actually like a 6 times trine, is what's happening here. Holy moly. That's a lot. It's a lot of trining. Okay. Truly the Nikola Tesla 369. Damn good time. Go look it up. You know, really check that out because there is really powerful expansive energy present here. And I'm grateful that this was delayed so that I could read for all of you about this. And it's a very powerful way to end Libra season. So you can see that the sun is right at the cusp of Scorpio. Scorpio season does begin tomorrow on November 23rd. And it's very much in that cuspy range since the 20th, since the new moon. And it is trining with Saturn and Neptune and Jupiter. So Jupiter is in the end of Gemini, and then Saturn and Neptune are still at the very beginning of Pisces. And then not only is the sun trining these three planets, but so are Mercury and Venus. And Mercury and Venus are both in Libra now. And so, wow, this level of harmony is so profound. This is truly the deepest activation into harmonic balance that we have come across in a very, very long time. And it's activating our art, it's activating our relationships, our friendships, our community, our mind, our hearts, all of us, our radiance, our power, the way that we think about ourselves, the way that we talk to different people, the people in our lives. There might be healing resolution, conflict resolution happening in your life right now with people in your life. And also just healing within yourself, within the way that you think about yourself, both from the past lives, past versions of you, from your 20s or your teenager or your childhood, and also past lives and other incarnations, but also you right here, right now. It's like it's all coming back to you. It's like you call all of your power back to you from all space and time. And you realize who you are right now is wonderful. And so much love pours through. And you can kind of notice that for every other person in your life. Like there's grace here. There's so much mercy present, and there's beautiful harmony. So I feel like collaboration, co-creation, coming together and creating with people is happening. However, there is also that Mercury retrograde, so there's like, review, pause, reconsider, reevaluate, look at if there's misunderstandings. What are you responsible for? What are other people responsible for? How can you communicate and create better with each other? Right? This is so beautiful. This is truly what we need in order to have world peace, is this level of expression with everybody, knowing themselves, loving themselves, and being willing to give everyone else mercy and grace and understanding and spaciousness to really unfold and to co-create, right? It's not like pressured, it's not deadlines, it's not you do this and you do that role and I'll do this. It's like not siloed, contained energy. It is expansive, beautiful energy where it's like your past life skills get to come into play and your current life skills get to come and you get to grow. And it's all growing, and all of it means that we all prosper and we all heal. And this particularly does have to do with our careers and our money and our finances. So meeting the right people to collaborate with at this time is very important, and kind of striking the right balance, right? Libra is all about balance in those relationships. So I feel like new collaborations are going to be coming from this time. And during Libra season is when a lot of that was being discussed. I know this is very, very true for me in my sacred marketing work and branding work that I do, and also in my, you know, earthly and sky medicine work. Because I really do think that connecting to the earth, connecting to the cosmos is medicine, is redirection towards the self and towards the earth and orientation to the natural world. And this is so incredible and empowering. I'm really excited for all of us. Like this is the foundation for creating world peace. And it feels intense because we have to confront our pain. We have to confront our sorrow and our blind spots and the trauma that we had repressed, so that we can be our most authentic selves, fully present in ourselves, fully willing to be all that we are for us to prosper and for the world to prosper as well. What would it take for the whole world to prosper? Who would you need to be? That is the question of this. Who would you need to be in order to create peace on earth? Really, really powerful. There is also a kite happening with a lot of these trines, and kites like let us lift off. Again, they elevate. There's something beautiful to look at, and there's something that like gets airborne. And this kite is really taking off with Uranus. I was going to say there's a lot of Uranus energy here because it's innovation, it's change. Sometimes it feels really wild. It's like, where did that come from? Right? And let it lift you up. Let yourself be exhilarated by your expectations being exceeded. This is such an exciting time, truly. And especially with Uranus being in Taurus and being where the Earth is right now and being in the Pleiades, it's the Pleiadian opposition. It's when the Earth is in the Pleiades and Taurus. This is a very powerful time to come back to your own indigenous wisdom, as in your lineage, where you're from, where your ancestry is from, coming back to those wisdoms and teachings, but also listening to the indigenous wisdom from the place where you currently live if you don't live in your own ancestral lands. It's trusting that that wisdom is actually sometimes the most innovative, right? It's not like new future thinking, never been thought of. It's actually like a resurrection, right? A recalibration of the old, of the sacred, of the tradition, and it being repurposed in our current day, and maybe even shared in a unique way because of the internet and AI and everything we have to learn, right? Today, I was literally asking, I only use AI for research. I don't use it to write any content for me or create content for me. I only use it for research purposes. And it's incredible what it synthesizes together. And then from there, I do my own research and go deeper into it. But it's such a great starting point. It's such a great place to start frameworks. And I was looking into Indigenous star stories because that's something I really want to bring into my work is interviewing Indigenous wisdom keepers that tell star stories and teach about the moon and teach about the cycles of the earth and the sky. And it was so fascinating. Like it was truly, truly fascinating. If you want to have an interesting conversation with ChatGPT, ask them about how the indigenous people of the world, and especially here on Turtle Island, which is where I am, how they relate to the sky and to the heavens. That is a powerful way to be. And this is really what's happening collectively right now, is there's this reconnection to the land in a way that is new, that is expansive, that is uplifting. And what's really interesting is that that Uranus is opposing Venus, Mercury, and the sun. And so it can kind of sometimes feel like, whoa, are these ideas like too big for me? Is the concept of like making this art or creating something in this way, or even having a healed relationship with your parents, your partner, yourself, like, does that seem too far-fetched? Like, it's almost sometimes the ideas seem wild to you and almost to the point of it being like unacceptable. But when you go into the recesses of your own psyche and your own intuition, you know exactly what is possible, and you can deeply trust yourself to be able to create the life that you dream about and that the world dreams about as well. That your greatest good is the highest good of all, and that it all, co-creates together, that it all is like the dual path, which is what the Pleiadian path is often about, which is where Uranus is right now, and the earth as well. So we're really anchoring into the duality of what is best for us is also best for the world. And what's best for the world is what's best for us, and acting from that place and letting it change our minds, letting it change our bodies, letting it change our habits, letting it change us and transform us. And what's really interesting, what I was going to mention before, is that we also have Jupiter opposing Pluto, and Pluto is right at the start of Capricorn. And this is so interesting because there's a transformation happening in our relationships and how we relate to people, especially like siblings, people that we consider like sisters, brothers, very, very close to us, and also how we relate to our divinity and our humanity, right? One of the twins was fully mortal and the other twin is fully divine. And that is what Christ consciousness is honoring that you're fully human and fully divine. And so there's this interesting like death and resurrection occurring within us. Like it's a very, very interesting cycle we are currently in. And it's going to externalize as relationship shifting very dramatically around us from the community, our families, how we relate to people, how we treat ourselves in relationship as well, like what we're willing to tolerate, the boundaries we set, the type of people we call in, the type of exchanges we even have, what we want to do with people in our lives, like how we want to spend time together, and also just new people coming into our lives. It's transforming because we can't just, build world peace alone. We can't, live the dream without the team. And so it's all coming together. All the people are coming together, the resources, the information. It's very, very expansive, and it feels very expansive, especially for your wealth and your resources and your feeling of being like really taken care of and really safe and held and able to create, right? That feeling of being free to explore and to create and to make your dreams come true because you're not inhibited by money. And I know so many people, myself included, can get so wrapped up in this economy, right? The cost of things, the cost of living, the inflation, the wildness of it all. But remember, everything is a cycle. What goes up must come down. And there's always opportunities to be had, right? So just really, really focusing in on the fact that this is an expansive time, but it forces you to go deep. It forces you to do the healing work. And that is what Scorpio no Ophiuchus is here to do. That which you think is impossible to heal will be healed. Let me know how you're feeling about all of this. I feel a little bit high and activated from it all, but also still grounded, like feet on the ground, eyes to the skies. I'm sending you so much love. Let me know what you think. Next, we're going to go into the human design. If you're thinking, whoa, that was epic. I want to learn how to read the sky, the natural sky, the living heavens, and to know what's really going on within me and all around, then join Cosmic Arts Training. I currently have it on discount for my 35th birthday. It is $350 off either of the two payment plans until November 30th. Just send me a DM to get the code on @Sonia on Instagram or @TrueStarArt. Sending you so much love, and something else very important I have to say to you. I'm Sonia Rose, your cosmic guide and brand and life alchemist. That sounds so weird. It's stellar to subscribe. I'll see you in the orbit. See you in the orbit.